Guys, Earth 2 as well, Earth 2. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Okay, everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks down below, super chats as well. And then Raythex.eth domain name and OI. If you want, let me know how you get on the board, and then I'll let you know. So how do I put this? I guess we'll start with Earth 2. There's a lot to go over. We just had Shane make an announcement going off and saying, blah, blah, blah. Dear Earth 2 players, Earth 2's strategic partnership with Ready Player Me means players will be able to explore Earth 2 version 1 as customizable avatars earlier than expected. Obviously, this is not new news, but to learn more about our strategic partnership with a very cool cross-platform interoperable avatar system provider, Ready Player Me, please visit yada yada yada. I want to go here. You yada yada over the best part. No, I mentioned the bisque. Sorry, Seinfeld reference. Sydney, Australia, 20 December 2022. Oh, that's today. Earth 2 strategic partnership with Ready Player Me means, okay, yep, just read that. Ready Player Me creates great looking avatars that are importantly cross-platform compatible. That was a big attraction for us at Earth 2, given our future plans of becoming a kind of centralized metaverse. It will mean that not only could Earth 2 players jump into other metaverse experiences, Veveverse, more seamlessly, but other people with Ready Player Me avatars can jump straight into Earth 2 V1. Veveverse! Sorry. All while representing the way you look or the way you want to look. I think it's very cool being inside the game with an avatar that reflects how you can look in real life, said Shane Isaac, founder and CEO of Earth 2. We're super excited to continue working closely with Ready Player Me team and looking forward to our teams cooperating next year with Ready Player Me's plans to improve certain technical aspects of their software and the future opportunities we can unlock together. In the same way that Veveverse said, yeah, you can take all of your stuff, all your NFTs that you have out and bring them in, Earth 2 is pretty much doing the same thing, saying, hey, if you have a Ready Player Me avatar, such as we will in the Veveverse, you can go and be interoperable with us. That is my fantasy come true, guys. Earth 2 and Veveverse together? Oh, happy days. Now, this does not mean there's an actual partnership between Earth 2 and Veve. I don't think there would be. The biggest thing, I think, it would just, both would be interoperable. So yeah. Moving on. Yep. Kathy Wood. Okay. Only Well Watcher. All right. Gotcha. Ready Player Me avatars can be created from a selfie. Oh, I wish I wasn't so ugly. Maybe what you can do is you can. Anyone know those AI art filters? Like, oh, I asked AI to draw a picture of me, and you look like 8 times hotter, or like, 1.2% hotter. Like multiply it by that, you look hotter. Maybe you could do that and then have your avatar based off that. But if that's not catfishing, I just don't know what is. Anyway, from there, users have access to hundreds of customization options to make their cross-platform compatible avatar truly unique. Ready Player Me avatars are currently supported in over 5,000 apps and games. Earth 2 is committed to bringing an immersive and unbounded metaverse experience to new and existing Ready Player Me avatars. So again, a lot to go over. I will do a separate video on this. But that's just to say that, and there's pretty much been one article every single day in different magazines about Earth 2 and about these different things. So definitely something to watch. If you want to buy land, link to the game down below, links to my referral code, and link to Chavez Topia if you want to buy in there. Okay, outside of that, some other things. So when I was talking about True Facet, that high-end jewelry company that is, linked down below to True Facet, that will at some point be able to accept OMI, and I'm going to try to get them to accept Essence as well, where you're like, oh, hey, again, Essence is a long shot because it's not even a crypto yet. It will be at some point next year, but I'm just letting y'all know that it is possible. So we could have some utility with both of those coins in that particular thing. Today, so not a ton of people are excited today about about what do you call it? Today's drop. At least today's drop with also, I think I may have misdone this because I think the drop that I put for today is actually at 3 p.m. And I think the Spider-Man drop is today at 11, which I might have hecked up. I did heck up. All right, that is my bad, guys. Okay, we're doing the Spider-Man drop. The Amazing Spider-Man 2018. The DC one isn't until 3. So I'll go live again later for that. Spider-Man. Okay, here we go. We have how many of these? Issue 93. All right, so there's 10,000 editions. Oh, that secret rare looks dope. Oh, that secret rare looks good. How many do I expect these to do? I don't think I expect these to do insanely well. I think the ultra rare and the secret rare will obviously above retail. Um, but again, there's not a ton of these, so I don't know, and they are only $10. So let's say out of the 10,000, I don't know how many are they gonna take. I forget how many they take on these. Yeah, so that was my bad, guys. But that secret rare looks dope, and I guess normally the secret rare has the all white background, but this one it does not. It has the rare as the all white background. I think my favorite color or my favorite cover is probably, I mean, it's probably the secret rare. Like, how heckin' amazing does that look? Um, so some other things that I've been noticing over on the app is, again, we don't know how many are burned with each one, or how many are sold. Like with let's go to the last drop that we had, the Swamp Thing. It will not tell you on the app how many editions are left. You have to go to the web app for that. If you go to the web app, it'll tell you, but it's just they took it off of this app, which I'm not gonna lie, a little salty about, because then I don't know, first world problems. I have to go log into the web app, and it's annoying. But let me see how many. Oh wow, nobody's really sold any in a while. It's all a bunch of other things, which again makes sense. I think only like 1,000 of them were bought. And if the people that bought them had them and they were flipping, again, $60 to buy one off the store, but 50-ish dollars, I think, to buy one off the market. How much is that $10 worth? Okay, $54. You know, how much is that $10 worth or $5 worth? Is it worth saving $5 to buy something that you know is not, that is not pure anymore? Or do you want to go and buy something that, oh, hey, first owner, and potentially getting a sub 100. Again, when you have bots like this, when you have bots that generally nobody buys those, because the number 44 for 219 is I think a very, very good good deal, but because again it's from a bot, nobody really typically wants to buy that. Sub 100s probably should be like 150 to 200. Let's see, 150. All right, so you could actually get a number 62 for 135. That's less than 3x the price of the floor. And again, who knows how many of these are going to be burned. They've said multiple times that, it's always been the case, their Collectibles app, they are going to burn. I was looking at the Mr. Fantastics yesterday, or just the Fantastic Four in general. And I know that when you have first appearances, obviously people go crazy for that, right? When people go crazy for first appearances, that does mean something. Like there's first appearances of Pokemon that are not in base set. Like again, with base set first edition, that's not the first time you've seen Charizard or Growlithe or any of these things. That's just the one that became the most popular. So first appearance is not the end all be all. It is just most of the time it does have significance, and something that maybe doesn't have as good artwork, maybe doesn't have as good whatever. It still means something because it's the first time you're seeing it. Like the Marvel Mighties. Marvel Mighties, the the Marvel Mighty Captain America, the chibi, does not look as good as like the epic Marvel Mighty. Or not the epic Marvel Mighty, the epic Captain America. Same thing with Fantastic Four. Like, I don't know, like Reed Richards in Marvel Mighty form does, in my opinion, not look as good as his actual statue. That being said, I don't have the full set yet, but I noticed when I bought the Fantastic Four poster that it's in the same row as the Fantastic Four. The other ones, we have the Invisible Woman and we have Mr. Fantastic, and I haven't bought the ultra rare yet. I should, because out of the 2,510 editions of the ultra rare, 1,454 were burned. So there's a little over just 1,000 of him. So there's not a ton, and you can get him for $50. Oh, Dive Jedi's there, 55. Dive Jedi, lower yours to 45. I'll buy it right now. Yeah, so that I think at some point you'll be able to go and get like a badge or something, because I think Ben Grimm is coming, and I think Johnny Storm is coming. Can't tell me that they won't. $40 for that particular poster right now. So it is only about 33% above market retail. And then I'm sure, yeah, you can get it on the number 52 for 80. You can get a number 55 for $70 hairs, $69.99. You can get number 72 for 69 gems. So yeah, there's a lot of sub 100s that you can get for really, really cheap. And they're less than double the floor price. So I'm just letting y'all know. I have mine there, obviously. Dino Lang has number 69. I have mine there, obviously, number 82 for 420.69, but you know. So in other news, before we get to the questions, is oh yes, my charger. I got a notification for Amazon. My charger is out for delivery. Omi has dipped below 0009. I think it might have even dipped below 0008. Let me just take a look see at this. Go on the bit Forex. There was like 100 million Omi sell wall over on OKEX that was helping drive the price down. Yeah, we did head down to 0078, and we're down to 0085 now, 805. So about 0008. I will buy some more Omi. Again, guys, I just got off vacation. I spent a lot of money. I'm scrounging together what I can to get like another like 200,000, you know, like maybe. So I have 150.2 million Omi. I actually have 150.1, so I guess it'd be 150.3 if I can get that, you know, together and buy it hopefully before it goes back up. You know, we double bottoming, but when we were down to like 0.00073. Again, charts can only tell you so much, especially with Omi, because again, one person with $3 million can come in and rip the price up 35%. Like TA means nothing on this coin when you have people that can just do that. And again, a few $1 million is literally nothing when you're trading, when most coins trade, you know, $100 million a day. At least the big ones on big exchanges. And I'm not saying we get on big exchanges anytime soon. I doubt we do that, you know, in the next month. I would say, I mean, Earth 2 is not even coming out with their Essence token until second half of next year. So it's possible we don't get anything until second half of next year. But again, because of liquidity issues, I think we do get like a Kraken or a KuCoin at some point. Just God forbid, you know, Bit4X, Ascendex, or OKEX goes down. You know, a lot of people tell me you're experiencing more pain short term, but I think in the next 6 to 9 months, we see a lot of bullish things for the market. I see them already. Anywho, let's go to the Chago Sola says, good morning, Chago. Nomad Guitar says, yo, what up? Randy Chivette says, Tesla Inc. Is down 1.43% today. Again, it's super early in the day, so you have a, you know, yesterday it was down about 0.25%, but the Nasdaq was down like 1 point something percent. So Tesla, yes, it was down. It continuously outperforms the market. Is continuously like probably one of the best and safest stocks that you can buy out there. So I'll buy Tesla in the ditch Elon. Yeah, that's not happening. Elon is one of the smartest people on the planet, and is probably the best at businesses, the best business. What's that called? Where manufacturing, engineering mind that the world sees today. And yeah, anything that he touches pretty much just turns to gold. Yeah, that'll be a near $6 trillion company by 2030. Yeah. Gio Fernandez says, "Hey-o, let's go. V Vaultmaster says, good luck on the drop, everyone. Good luck. Dive Jedi says, Jedi in the house. How you doing? Randy Chavez says, Pure, you're nuts. No, I'm not. Generally, people do get disgusted by certain things. And, you know, again, do you want something that's had a couple of different owners? Or do you want something that's pure, that's never been touched by something else? And yes, I am talking about comics. I'm talking about NFTs. I am talking about digital collectibles. But that is the same whether you're talking about that or whether you're talking about other things. People want things that are untouched. People want things that are clean, and they just, you know, it'd be considered dirty if it was, you know, held by X amount of people. That's just the way people in general look at things. And that will translate into digital collectibles. iRider says, if you put the Swamp Thing in your wish list on the mobile app, you can see on the wish list the remaining editions. Oh, very nice. Very nice. How much? Dive Jedi says, ha 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 ha. Randy Chavez only buys from bots. I mean, you get those discounts, but you run the risk of getting your stuff frozen and disabled. So I would not do that. Justin says Omi's in the sevens. It was for a bit. I wish I didn't get. Dive Jedi says bots have kids too, right? I mean, I just think they're doing the wrong thing. So heck them. Dive Jedi says, at Justin, yeah, I bought 500,000 more. Get that bread. Justin says just bought 300,000 more. Get it, get it. Dive Jedi says nice. Randy Chavez says just buy Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's safe, and you'll make money. It'll go up, but like what's the ROI on Bitcoin versus the ROI on Omi? Again, Bitcoin can go down to $5,000, and Omi could go up to 0.003. Omi would still be the better buy, easily, bar none. Two-door box is good morning, everyone. Good morning, two-door box. Two-door box. Jetta says, what's that? What's what? A bot coin? Red Javes's torch will be animated. That'd be dope. I'm really not expecting it to be animated, though. I mean, I guess the Invisible Woman was. She got animated. I mean, both of hers are animated because you have hers animated. I think it's just a secret rare. Oh no, the ultra rare and the secret rare. They're both animated, but yeah, her little Air Force fields are animated in the Mighties. So yeah, I don't know if Johnny Storms would be though. I don't know if that makes sense. Noah Guitar says, "Oh, how do I see how much has burned?" So if you want to see how much is burned, all you'd have to do is go to, again, just looking at Mr. Fantastic, the ultra rare. You just see the total editions, and then you see the burned editions down low. Let me lower this brightness for you so you can see, and then you just do it down low. So again, a little over 1,000 for the ultra rare, and then the rare, which I think I got for like what, $13. Yeah, it's $13 for the rare, and it's like, okay, well, is there a point to getting it? I mean, yeah, because out of the 4810 that was available, 2823 were burned. So you have less than 2,000 of these guys. So there's about 3,000 total. Only like 1,000 people can get that set, which again is like, well, who cares about him because he's not a first appearance. He's just, listen, and again, I don't have the ultra rare yet. $50, kind of a lot. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want him to get. I would like him because yes, first appearances mean something to a lot of people, and they can be viewed as a lot. But also, again, Pokemon cards. The Charizard you see is not the first appearance of that Pokemon on cards. I do have this sneaking suspicion that even though we have some of the first appearances of DC characters on the blockchain via Hero, I think that some of those first appearances on Hero, which they'll probably always have value, just because they are first appearances on the blockchain, they're probably not. I mean, Veve's where it's at. Veve is where a lot of the money's made. Veve is where a lot of the people are. Most other projects are really just trying to snipe Veve content creators and be like, oh hey, I'll give you a couple of these, make content for the, and it's like, and then obviously you have people like paying to FUD, paying content creators to FUD Veve, so, and not that Hero's done that, but I just think that the first appearance for some of these is not the end all be all, and there's going to be other, and again, some people don't like the Mighties. I did a poll like a month or two ago, like, hey, how many Mighty sets do you have? Do you have 0? Do you have 1 to 3? You have 4 to 7? You have 8 to 9? Whatever it was. And I think most people, like, they either had like 4 to, like a couple of them, or they just didn't have any at all. Like most people either had 0 sets of Mighties, or they had, what do they have? Or they had the 4 to 3. Let me find that for you, because that's a really interesting data point. I don't know if I could Google it. Maybe that will work. How many Marvel Mighty sets do you have? And then if I go and search that, it might bring me to the Twitter. If I search that with Randy Chavez. It says, do you have Randy Chavez Twitter? No, I had a few crazy. No, 30 minutes. Nope. All right, I'm gonna try to go to the actual Twitter, and I'm not gonna lie. This was a while ago, so it's gonna take some scrolling. So as I scroll, I'm gonna go and get to some more comments. Digetta says, yeah, bought for 00079. Oh, my man, you did it. You did the good stuff. You got a really good one. Okay, let's disagree. There's some other things. Akira Komatsu will be on the podcast today. He's just a big person over in Japan. Just a really notable musician. So, he'll be on the podcast. That's part of the Veve Asian tour that I'm trying to do. Getting a lot of notable people from over in Asia and get them on the podcast. So shout out to Rojin Entertainment for helping set that up. This is from the same company that did help me get Mr. Tanimoto, who is did the theme songs for Dragon Ball Z Kai, Digimon, and all that jazz. So good times. Now, where the fudge is this poll? All right. E2 Theory says, yo, Chavez, E2 for life. Dive Jedi says, nah, you will buy for 55 gems. Nah, I won't. I don't even want to pay for 50 gems. I don't know if I should. Yeah, 50 gems is a lot. So 55 gems is definitely not. Okay, so there was somebody that did a thing on Manitoba. Manitoba, if y'all remember, if y'all can recall, let me. Oh God, where is it? War, happy birthday. I think this. Okay, hold on. Maybe it was this guy. Nope. Wasn't the happy birthday. Lots of feelers. Okay, yeah, here it is. So no, that wasn't it either. Man, where was the? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it was. Somebody did a deep dive on Manitoban. That female chick from Star Wars that nobody knew who she was. But basically, it was saying that they've actually been in the series a couple times. Manitoban has been referenced a couple times in the series, but that being said, that story pretty much goes nowhere. But I still can't believe that they're gonna give us something, that had no lines in the story. Like, I feel like we have not seen the last of Manitoban. Like, they do certain different things, and I'm hopeful. And again, I don't even have a Manitoban. I don't think I have any of that set, that Obi-Wan set. But it's something that, I don't know. I just can't believe that that they're going to give us something that has no value. But again, that's just me, and people will probably collect it anyway because part of the Obi-Wan set, and people want it. So, just my thoughts on that. E2 Theory says it's Callie, if you remember me. Oh, hey, what's going on? It's been, I guess you haven't been following since I haven't done a ton of Earth 2 content recently, but I guess recently over the last couple days, it's been an average of at least one video, if not more, per day. All right, I feel like I'm getting to it. Yeah, how many of y'all have the Marvel Mighty sets? So I've got all of them. So the options were 0, 1 to 4, 5 to 8, or all 9. 14% of the 684 people that voted, so it was about, 8 or 9 people had all 9. 7%, so maybe about 5 or 4 people had 5 to 8. 25% had 1 to 4 sets. So that would be about, 16. And more than half, 54% had 0. So not a ton of people are actually collecting those sets. Again, it's a very, very small scale, 684 of them. So there's not a ton that have those sets. Most people don't have any sets. And again, if you want MCP points, that chimichanga truck is like 16 gems. That's a full set. That's that it feels, I think that's silly. Especially when the original price was 40 gems and you can get it for more than half off. It's $15.50 right now. I've been looking at this. I've been hoping that someone would post a sub 100 for like a really good price. Standoff chart is the closest that has it at 70, number 72 at 120. You know, if he lowered it to like maybe, I don't know, like 80, I would do it. Maybe. That's still a lot, but you know, I'd do it. Yeah. Moving on. Oh, what's that? Ryan Chavez says, dude, Tesla's trading at like 15% at its all-time high. No, it's not. It is down, I think, more than half, but it's not 15% of its all-time high. That's absolutely false. That's absolutely ludicrous. Stop spreading fake news. E2 Theory says, peace, man. Dive Jedi says, you know, you want it, you need it. I mean, I do want it. Again, if you so Dive Jedi, let me. Telegram, no. All right, Veve. Okay. Now, where was? All right, Mr. Fantastic. I mean, be advised. I mean, I'm talking about him now, so he might go up because of that. Be advised, Dive Jedi. The other two that are between you and Two Slick Nick, they appear to be bots. Jordan Swift's definitely a bot, but Addleskies, I don't know. He might not be. He might, because he's got some stuff. He's got, you know, he's got a couple sets, got a couple things. He might not be a bot. Jordan Swift seems like a bot. 5 collectibles, 4, you know, he just seems like it. But there's 2 others before you're the floor. Maybe you should buy those 2 others. Buy those 2 others and then you're the floor, and then maybe I'll buy it. Probably not though. I'll wait for others to post. Actually, what are the sub 100s of him like? If I can get, okay, there's only one sub 100 and it's $399, so that's not happening. But again, if you wanted a sub 100 set, you know, you can, yeah, if you wanted a sub 100 set, that's the cheapest option. What's the cheap sub 100 for the rare? If any exists, I would say I'm 6, so that'd be 78 maybe. No, there's none that exist for the other one, which again, this is not really a very warranted collectible, but the fact that you cannot get a sub 100 set, you know, pretty close to the moon there. Oh, Dive Jedi posts another one. $54. You have 2 of these. Dude, just sell one for 45. Sell one for 45. Edgevest is much fired from PayPal. He did not get fired from PayPal. There was a whole bunch of different things going on. It says Tesla will be fine for fire. Elon Chavez, you gotta stop. Pussy says, got buy orders to get my total to 7.5 million Omi. So excited for the future. Also just got a few mighties. Just a few mighties away from finishing all of them. I'm actually glad MCP was pushed back. Gives me a better chance to finish them. Yeah, same. It's so strange. Like those of us that are stacking are like, yeah, delay it a year. I don't care. Give me a chance to stack. One of the things that I don't regrettably have, it's just that the Spidey 2099, you know, I had one, you know, obviously, and then, you know, the floor at the time was like 330. It's gone between like 295 and 325 over the past like couple weeks. You know, I had one, and then somebody posted theirs for like 456, or you know, they're sub 100 for like 460 or whatever, and I was like, I need it. So because it was so cheap, it's less than 2x. It was like 1.5. Not even. It was like 1.3, you know, times the floor, and I was like, that's dumb. And now the floor is, you know, 890 for the sub 100s. You know, so I could buy something for like $467, give or take, and now the floor on the sub 100 is almost double. So yeah, it's that was silly. You know, I could probably sell that now, you know, the sub 100 for, you know, a good amount, but it's a sub 100. You know, you have Spidey 2099 that's going to be in Into the Spider-Verse 2 next year, played by, I forget his real name, Cameron Poe, not Poe from Star Wars. You know, he's Moon Knight. So that's really interesting. Yeah. Randy Chavez says, third largest Tesla shareholder suggests Elon should step aside as CEO. The third largest individual Tesla shareholders wants Elon to step aside as CEO to be replaced by a professional leader. I mean, again, you really don't want Elon to step down. Elon has really good experiences with a lot of internet companies, especially before the internet was cool, especially before all those things are happening. Also, I'm going to ask y'all, because I am. If y'all could go and smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways I went over before. Ooh, Veve. The first appearance of Chasm in 30 minutes. Ooh. Again, I don't really think this is a really crazy warranted comic. That's why there's only 10,000 of them. Brock McGlockchain just tweets, "Come get ready with me," and it looks like an entity is spewing fire on a couch. That's pretty lit. Pun intended. Happy accident. Oh, God, hiccups. All right, where was I? Forget where I was. Yeah, you don't want Elon to step down. I mean, he might. You know, in the court case that he had originally planned to step down. I don't think he wanted to do it this early, but that was his plan. You know, I think he wanted to wait like a year or so, maybe 6 months. Yeah, to do it this early, I definitely don't think he wanted to. Hopefully, he gets Lex Friedman to do it. You know, we'll see. Zero says, I really think a low amount of owners of an NFT will be a niche concept, and most people won't care. Low amount of owners of an NFT will be. You're probably right, but when you have such few NFTs in general, and there are so few of those that are, you know, what would you rather have? I mean, when you look at it, when a lot of this data comes out and you're able to see how many owners one had, you're going to want something that does not have a lot of owners. You're going to want something that has 1 or 2 owners, as opposed to something that, you know, has been through the mill and been, you know, tossed around like a Raggedy Ann doll, or, you know, look. You want something that is like, oh, hey, this is a nice pure thing, or do you want an NFT that looks like it's 10 cents a dance? Like, you know, like you know. That's just my theory. Oh, the dead midget. What's going on? It's been a while. It says, how do you think OMI will be affected by crypto regulations? I mean, it depends on the regulations. It depends on. I think regulations definitely needed. You definitely need that to have big money coming in. And I'm telling you, a few weeks ago, there's a giant meeting in New York where you've had a bunch of representatives, like hundreds of representatives representing, I don't know, like 80 different banks. And they're all like, yeah, or 90% of them are like, yeah, we have a bunch of money on the side for crypto, but we don't want to get caught up in a storm. We want to buy after there's regulation. And once you have the regulation, then they'll go in because they know what they're buying into. Are they going to miss out on a bunch of gains? Yeah, sure. But banks are not into the biggest ROI. Banks are into what's the safest amount, even if it costs them, you know, like 20x. But that being said, you know, OMI is not a U.S. company. You know, Akomi, Veveverse, they are not U.S. companies. If the U.S. declares all crypto outside of, you know, outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum as security, well, okay, that's for a problem for U.S. exchanges, not for all the other exchanges in the world. It's fine. You know, and again, if it affects everyone the same exact way, then it doesn't matter. You know, it would be different if they said, okay, well, small caps. But again, Disney would definitely have something to say about it. If they say, hey, the top 30 crypto are not affected and everything below that is affected, okay, well, then OMI's affected, disproportionately so. But there's no way they do that just on market cap. There's no way they do it on just that. That's something that just wouldn't happen. Again, a lot of these companies, a lot of these, you know, 3-letter agencies want to justify their existence. They're going to say, we need more funding to go through every single company because that is job security. That is something where they could hire more people. That's something where they can, that is what they want. They want to be able to go through each one on an individual basis because that gives them work forever. It justifies their existence. Politicians can go to their constituents and say, oh, hey, we're going through case by case for you. We don't just want a blanket term. We understand that you want to make money and we want to protect those that don't know what they're doing. This is why we're doing it. Like guaranteed. Something along those lines might happen. Or, you know, maybe somehow the FTC takes control over it and the SEC, like, oh God, I do not respect the SEC at all. Like zero respect. And it could be a sweeping regulation that's not so bad. Most likely the sweeping regulation will be a knee-jerk reaction and it's going to be BS, but you know, again, as long as everything's affected the same way and not disproportionate from one to the other, probably gonna be fine. Because again, it's just in the US. Justin says too late to Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's what, like 16 something? Let's take a look. See what Bitcoin's at. Okay. The Bitcoin is at almost 17. It's 16,997, so pretty much 17K. Wow, so many people have been shouting out Bitcoin's going to go down to 12 to 14K. It could go to 9K. You know, sure, if you have massive unemployment and you have a housing market crash and, you know, the war in Ukraine gets worse, although Ukraine just had a big victory in Kherson not too long ago. I think an end of the war is coming, but, you know, if you have, you know, a bunch of things put together, yeah, sure, Bitcoin could capitulate. We could have very well have had the bottom already, you know, but again, unemployment and recession will get worse. I mean, inflation did tick down, but I think that was just partial. I think that was just a, you know, it might tick down just so it can have a double top, and recession might come up a little bit just so we have double bottom. You know, we don't really know. Range of shares Tesla down 55% year to date, and the stock has raised about $225 billion in market value since most closed this deal to buy Twitter in late October, according to market insiders. That makes a little bit more sense, but yes, not the 15% as it was that you said before. So, thank you for at least doing a little bit of research. Does says too many lizards hold Bitcoin. Maybe. I think Twitter just posted a new tweet, or. No, it wasn't them. It was just a random Discord thing being slow. What's up, Energy? How's it going, fam? Range Chavez Tesla's underperforming the NASDAQ by 22%. I wonder why. All tech companies in general are very volatile, and it's definitely not because of Elon. Range Chavez says the reality is that most genius is his Emerald Mine money he got from Daddy. That is not. Most of it was because of Zip and PayPal. Randy Chavez, you are continuously, hilariously, absolutely just spreading fake news. So, yeah, please don't do that. We're gonna, yeah, there we go. Idoki says, if you look at people who collect statues, they don't only look first appearance, but also how it looked. Who collect statues, they don't only look first appearance, but they also how it look. I think you're totally on the money how things look. Yeah, that's true. It's true as well. Just as grayscale the next FTX. I hope not. You know, we definitely we don't want people to lose money. You know, we want, you know, because that affects a lot of people, even though grayscale going down would have ripples in the market, even though it has nothing to do with OMI. You know, people would sell because they panic sell because they're dumb, and, you know, they can't see what we see. They can't see more than like 2 weeks out or a few months out. It'd be even though it'd be a great opportunity for us because OMI would go down, we'd get really good pricing. It's just not something you want to see. You really don't want to see people lose money. I mean, I don't. Dave says, I have the first 4 sets of Mighties, all 3x after that. Oh, you have first 4 sets of Mighties. You have all of them, and you have 3 sets of them. But after that, you don't. Interesting. So let's take a look at the first 4 sets? Yeah, 4 sets. Let's take a look at those and see what you have. You have Captain America and the Fantastic Four. That's good. Captain Carter's okay. And so you stopped at the Eternals? Like, you have the Eternals, but then you didn't get the Spider-Man mark? Like, my God. Ghost Spidey is probably one of the most popular like, I would dare to say that Ghost Spidey is right up there with Miles Morales and Peter Parker. Like, because she's heckin' awesome. She's heckin' beautiful. She's cute. And yeah. Granted that there is 15,000 of her, you know, but you can get her for 14. Ooh, $14. And then there's a number 76 out there for 150. Pretty good deal. You know, I'm not getting that right now, but yeah, it's a good deal. I don't think I have any sub 100s of her. I don't. I have 6 of her. I just don't have any sub 100s. But yeah, she's crazy undervalued. Yeah, this is a great set. Now, unfortunately, Spider-Man over there is not a first appearance, but he's still like $20. Black Cat, Felicia Hardy is a big fan favorite. Green Goblin is one of the most popular villains. You have Spidey 2099, just dope AF. Jessica Drew, Spider Woman, nobody really cares about. I like her, but yeah, that's a really good set, I think. And then so Deadpool is my favorite, just like ever. I used to cosplay as him. Used to have and these other Deadpools are not ones that are known. X-Men and Zombie Deadpool, Deadpool the Duck and Dogpool are not really known. Lady Deadpool is kind of known but again, so this is not really something that is probably a thing that people want because people probably this is probably the first time most people have heard of these things. I did think that we would have Kid Pool and Head Pool in here, but we do not, which is something that I really wanted. I really wanted Kid Pool and Head Pool because Head Pool is just a head, Kid Pool is obviously a kid. Um, but Veve Digital Collectibles reacted to my story. Oh, well, thank you. So this is probably I would for collecting purposes, I would say collect that Spider-Man set before you collect the Deadpool set. Because again, not those characters nobody really knows. I would definitely collect that Chimichanga truck because again, it's the only Marvel Mighty vehicle. It is 16 gems. There's less of it than there are of the Captain Carter's. Yeah, it's. I actually want to get another one. I only have two of these items, and I don't think there are any special mints. They're not 679 and 4970. I guess one's a 3-digit, but let's see the cheapest 3-digit. 956, $20. Not bad. Sunrise, what are your thoughts on the outfits on Trump's NFTs? Used existing stock JPEGs from online like Amazon. Trump, I don't know who on his team didn't look at that. Like again, most of these big people and companies, all they need one job, just hire some kid, hire some 20-year-old, 15-year-old, 25-year-old, hire somebody between the ages of 15 and 25 that knows internet, that knows meme culture, and you could save what can you pay this person? $50,000 a year, and how many millions would it save you? This is so stupid. All you need someone that knows that, and they'd be like, oh, hey, there's a watermark here. Hey, these are stock image photos. That is the stupidest mistake. And Trump has, I don't want to say easy. Trump is set up where he could do pretty much anything. He could sell his farts in a jar, and people would be like, Trump farts, yeah! Like, he has such maniacal, fanatic fans. All you have to do is make something and it be right. And it just can the actual owners of the stock JPEG sue Trump? They'll try. They might settle. And what will happen to the current NFT holders? I don't know. I mean, I imagine they'll settle and Trump will be like, whatever. But it's not like they can sue for a lot. He only made like 4.4 million, 4.5 million, give or take. But he is making more definitely a lot on the secondary sales. So, we'll see. Night Rider says, Randy, do you think that by September 23, Omi could still be around 001 and 002? Because then I would have the opportunity to buy much more Omi than I can at the moment. It depends on how slowly or quickly we bleed out and we capitulate and recover. I would love it if we were, because we would be burning so much Omi. That's actually one of the ways that I see we get to $1 in 2025, 2026, is by housing crisis happening, is by recession getting worse, and the war in Ukraine getting worse, going over into the Baltic states, because then Omi goes down to 0004, 0003, and then we stay down there and we get up to maybe 001, 002. If we stay down there or we stay around here, or get even the only time we get up as we burn there, we would burn tens of billions, if not 100 billion Omi, if not more. Because all right, I mean, who are we targeting? Who are the people that are here now? People that have jobs, people that at least have money. And the people that have money, they're not stopping. Like they're not stopping buying Omi, they're not stopping buying these collectibles. They will continue to do so because it's addictive. And many people that, are super successful, they're mad, they're crazy. They have that drive that makes them go to the edge where people don't like them anymore, where people say like you're crazy, and you don't understand why you're doing this. And again, I wouldn't have gotten to where I was by listening to other people. So I'll get to that super chat in a second. I think that it's possible that we're still down there at 001, 002, but most likely we will be a bit higher than that. Most likely by September, we are going to have more exchanges. Most likely by September, we are, again, when we start burning from the circulating supply in, let's say, late Q1, say early Q2, whatever, either the market cap's going to stay the same, and if the market cap stays the same, then the price of Omi has to go up because we're burning, or the price stays the same and the market cap goes down. I think we go up. I think it's the former. Super chat from Makomi Skywalker saying cool. Do you ever feel like a misfit? Thing inside you is dark and twisted. Oh, but it's okay to be different. Cause baby, so am I. Alright, moving on here. Justin says Asian Dan going on a white tour one time. I don't know what that means. Is he going on content creators' channels that are white, and he's skipping all that are minorities? Is he skipping me and Cavell in favor of going on like Foster and Taps? Although Taps is half Mexican. Doesn't look it, but yeah. Pooski says, I've been buying the Mighty set since your poll, and considering it's the biggest marketing tool that Marvel uses, seems to be a smart move. You're goddamn right. Like, am I Walter White when somebody asks him, when he says, say my name, and they say, Heisenberg? Because you're goddamn right. Oh my god, that's such a good line. Oh my gosh. Like, I gotta say it again. Now, say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, that delivery, that line, that has such good dialogue in that show. I can't. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Apuski, I gotta take a picture of that because you put it in. You verbalized what my mind was all. Could not. And Chavez Tesla's at 408, now 149. So start with the rhetoric, Randy. This is not rhetoric. This is just, and I also think there was a split in between there as well as to why. Type Jedi is a special price for you. Take your pick. Did you put it at 45? Okay, you put it at 53.69, which is nice, but I would still, the floor is still 50. I can't be doing that. Jose Manuel Morelas says, actually, you know what, Dive Jedi? Super chat me $5 and I'll buy one of them at 53.69. We'll do the yin and the yang. Jose Manuel Morales says, but for MCP, it's worth it to go for rares and ultra rare comics, right? Yeah, you can have some. You could have some comics that are. Oh god, hiccups. You can get some rare comics that are super, super cheap. Tarzan, $6.49. And 99, but there's definitely others like the Squirrel Girl. How much for an ultra rare Squirrel Girl? 11. Oh, it's actually $11. $6.99 for the rare. Yeah. Squirrel Girl has these. Hold on. Yeah, it's $2 for common. Jesus. Yeah, these are and yeah, there's a bunch of comics that you can get that nobody wants, and you can MCP farm. But again, MCP farming can really only get you so far because there's a bunch of people that are making bank on MCP each day. Hey, Bill Gardner, what's going on? Bill Gardner, the first, I think, few minutes were for Earth 2, and then obviously I've been talking about it sporadically, but yeah, if you want to go back and replay. Obi-Wan Kenobi says, yo, what up? Eddie Gonzalez says, "What you stacking up? I got a bunch of Riris." Oh, dude, Riri. Um, Riri's good. I only have three of her, but I will say that one of my Riri Williams is a one of I just Riri. One of my Riris is a sub 100. So I only have three of her, but one is a sub 100. It's number 87, listed at 420.69. She was like $45. I was like, listen, guys, you're telling me that it's $11. I mean, it's $9 now, but it's $11 for Riri Williams. So she should at least be $66. And you're selling me for 40, like 4x. Yeah, that's dumb. You can get one now for $60 hairs, or two of them. One is number 79, one is number 93. So that's, about okay. And then actually you can get a number 42 for 135. That's actually not bad either. That's actually really not bad. Um, that's about right because this you have the sub 100s and then you have the sub 50s, which are usually 2x the floor of the sub 100s. And that's pretty good. Obviously 41 would get a little bit more of a bump, but that's listed at $2,500 and ain't nobody getting that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got gems for that. But yeah, 130 number 42 because you can't get the number 41. CB1 has it at 2,500. So number 42 is technically the lowest that you can get. Now, granted, obviously Marvel and Veve can do stuff for giveaways or whatever. If anyone's gotten their 12 days of Christmas have been absolutely bananas. Where they started off giving away, decently cool things, and now they're giving away golden moments, and they're giving away Marvel secret rares. Like they're giving away really good stuff, and I'm really curious to know the mint numbers of that. Because yeah, they're giving away a lot of really good stuff. So yeah, moving on. Now, Judge. Oh no, Eternals, Mighties also. Do you have the Mighties, or do you not have? Oh, or do you not have the Mighties? Let me know. Energy says, for the Mighties, I'm happy to have all. I am happy to have all as well. Which is why, like, again, I'm a slave. I will, because I have all the Mighties, including, I only have one Shuri, though. How much? I think the Shuri's only like 130, but she's like one of the best looking Mighties. Like, she looks so good. Floor price is 128, and I have been looking for a sub 100. And there is a number 76. It's less than 100 gems more than the floor, so it's less than 2x the floor. But it's still, in my opinion, a little too much. If I see one for like under 200, I'll probably get it. But I think that'd be silly if you go and you get one under 200, or someone who lists one under 200. But that's just me. But yeah, it does not matter what it doesn't matter what they get. It doesn't matter what they go and give us. They could give us the crappiest looking Mighties, and I'll be like, yeah, give me it, give me more. Mindalox, what's up, Randy? I hope you enjoyed vacay, B-Day. You deserve it. Putting in work in YouTube and buying comics and Omi incoming by this week. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom so badly. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to keep up with y'all on my phone. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. Woo! Something about John Cena. Super chat from Bao. With the wintry super chat. HUF. What is HUF? Well, it was a nice super chat. Thank you. I am back from Facet excursion. So I've been, ever since I got back from vacation, not on Saturday, because Saturday I just did videos and stuff and I got back at night, but ever since I got back from vacation, it's just been a good, and I know it's only been, 2 days, 3 days, 2.5 days, but Sunday I did a nice back and bicep workout, and yesterday I did a nice chest and tricep workout, and today I jumped rope this morning, and after this I'm going to go do legs and abs and a little bit of biceps. It's going to be, I'm feeling good. I haven't drank since my birthday. I'm feeling pretty good. Huff is Hungarian foreign. Oh, well, thank you so much, Mr. Bao. Thank you. Oh, God, hiccups. But yeah, I've been feeling good. So today is the first 2 a day that I'm doing. And then maybe I might do another 2 a day tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like jump rope in the morning, good for cardio. And so this is like a first world problem here, where back in the day, like I could just show you right now. Okay. Back in the day. So okay. You see right here where I can go and pause what I have streaming. I'm streaming my own thing, and I could pause it if I wanted to, right? On my tablet, since it updated, I can't be in the back. I can't have YouTube playing in the background off screen, and then, like, if I wanted to go and look through the Veve app, or I wanted to go and look through photos or be on Twitter, I can't have YouTube playing in the background. It always has to have the screen up, and it's like, that is so heckin' stupid. And it's like first world problems. Like, I have to actually sit there and watch the video. It's just dumb. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been buying comics, and Omi incoming buy this week as well. Good for you, Mintlocks. Get that bread. Get that Omi. Does it the artist behind the Trump NFTs did all the Indiana Jones art and a bunch of other movies? Oh, that's pretty legit then. Bill Garner says Trump farts. And a Comey Skywalker, thank you so muk for the super chat saying cool. Super Rush says the real Randy Dandy. Big Daddy Chavez. Oh, greatest nickname ever. And Randy Dandy, my friend Sarah used to call me that. Joseph says, Jesse, we need to capitulate, Jesse. Dude, I love those memes where he's talking about something that's a little bit confusing. He's talking about, like, so I don't know, let's just say something confusing with, like, Pokemon. So you see, with the badge boost, you could have the same type attack bonus, and then if you use Swords Dance, you get the badge boost for each badge that you have every time you do it. And then Walt will be like, Jesse, what in the goddamn fudge are you talking about? So good. Big A says, I got an extra 600 gems. It's a good collectible right now. Secret Rare, C3PO, or Blue Riso, both around 400. Are those the only things that you want? Because, let's take a look. So you said, okay, Secret Rare or Riso. Okay. Let's take a look at the Riso. Oh, 375, not bad. There's only 1050 of him, but, and then let's take a look at this Star Wars droid collection. Yeah, there's not a ton of the 3PO, right? There's like 477. That means there's only 387. But there's still more than 10% of them on sale. There's a 40 something on sale. He's about 400. I don't know. 600 gems. You can complete a lot of sets for that. I don't know. Let's take a look at let's take a look at, let's go to the brands and let's see what you can get for 600. I think, how much is let's go to Cartoon Network here real quick. And the reason I'm talking about Cartoon Network is because Bubbles there's so few of Bubbles. And all right, 1100. Okay, 1100 is the Bubbles. That's too much. How much is his Infernal Majesty? Not a ton of him either. All right, 895. That's pretty good. Professor Utonium. I wouldn't get Professor Utonium though, even though 600. What's the Donnie at? I gotta get a Donnie at some point. 17.6. Adventure Time's got really good stuff too. Like Marceline 17. Oh, there's 1750 of her. 165. I mean, I'm a very, very big believer in the first set. I missed the heckin' drop. I missed the drop. Oh, I can still buy now. Maybe it's good that I missed the drop. Because the ultra rares are going for 50. The rares are going for 11, so the rares will go below retail. The uncommons already below retail, and the commons already below retail. All right, so 191. You can get number 191 for 39 gems. That was 191. All right, let's see the uncommon. And let's go low to high. Nope, 337. The rare, let's see what the rare's at. Low to high. Oh, 3,200, yeah. All right, the ultra rare. Ultra rare is actually only 34 gems. It's not bad. But yeah, the... Ooh, secret rare. $1,000. Yeah, right. But that was really interesting that you could have gotten the 191 on this for 39 gems. You still can, and that's the lowest I've seen so far. But I think there's going to be lower. You know, yeah, 600 gems. I would say if it's between those two, if it's between those two, I would say C3PO. Yeah. Because the Riso, again, how many iterations of Batman are there? And I know that this colored Riso is only 1,000 of them, and it is kind of a copy of the first first. I think that Riso actually says first edition, the original one, if I'm not mistaken. No, not the battle statue. It's just should be. Oh yeah, Batman Black and White. Yeah, that first Riso, that's like the first error that we've had. Because the Riso, it does say first edition. That's only 2,200. How much is the Todd? What was the Todd like? 999. Interesting. Yeah, so there not only is that the second appearance of the Riso, but there's so many other Batman out there that I would say this particular and again, how many people knew of like I think I knew of like the Todd McFarlane Batman, but like how many people knew who Jim Lee was? How many people knew who you know Becky Cloonan was or Eddie Riso? Most people in this app probably did not know that. So it's one iteration of Batman. The only reason he's important is because he's in the first set, and but C3PO is heck at C3PO. Honestly, if we're going on what is actually more aesthetically pleasing and what more people would like, and again, this is not obviously counting the first appearance, obviously amazing. But when I think R2D2, who I like more than C3PO, I think this one. I think the one that's I think this guy, like that's my R2D2. It's not the gold one. This has the sound and it's animated. That is him. I like that, and I don't have that one, but I that's what I think, and that's what I would want more if I had the choice. Now I'm sure that the golden moments are he's probably worth a heck of a lot more. Let me go to the popular brands. Let me go to the Disney golden ones because I want to see a comparison here. Well, let's take a look at the C3PO. There's only 65 of them out there, but there's 250. And I think the sub 100s, there's only two of them. The cheapest is 8,800. You know, obviously that's not feasible. R2D2 is 550. That's and the cheapest sub 100 is 5,900. So yeah, obviously not really feasible. But just comparing that C3PO 250 is only 400. I would. This C3PO is more accurate. It's more, again, he doesn't have the animation, he doesn't have the sound, he doesn't, but yeah, this just there's a lot less of him. He is obviously more aesthetically accurate. He's got that silver leg, that's just kind of what we all knew him as. I think this set is actually more collectible than the other one. Now, granted, the other one's a first appearance, and it's Disney. It's a lot of history with that, and both will do well. But if you're going between the Riso and the C3PO, I'll get the C3PO. Just me. Energy 11 says, so you go for the drop, right? I was going to, and then I saw, what the Bow said, oh, sorry, I thought YouTube will show it in USD. Well, I can kind of tell. It's like, I think $10 in US dollars. Because I had two, and then now I have 12.52, so it's like 10.50. Nomad says drop the deuce, Randy. Yeah, so I wanted to get the drop, but then I saw there's still the buy now, so it didn't sell out. And then if I go to comics, only the ultra rare and the secret rare are above the rare. Well, the rare is pretty close at 740. Although I was curious to get a wow 220 for the common. Edition low to high. Oh, that 191. Somebody bought it and now relisted it for 75 doll hairs. And I don't really think anyone's looking for, looking for the lowest one on this one. Yeah, doubt. Let's go to the other lowest ones. 287 is the lowest on the rare. The ultra rare, the lowest is 442. And that secret rare, obviously we can tell there's not anything crazy with that. But you can get the secret rare now for 100. But yeah, so I'm not going to go for it. I will definitely go for the one this afternoon, though. Hopefully I can... I have some... actually, I don't even know what time I have this. I have a podcast at 4:45. So if I go... Oh, I'm so tired. All right. If I hang up now and go to the gym, now I can be back in time for the DC drop. Not the Spider-Man drop, obviously. I hecked up. I hecked that up. Because that one I really want to go for. That one I really want to do. Will I get the whole set? Probably not. We'll see, though. This is, you can watch YouTube on other apps on there. Yeah, you can do it on my... I can do it on my thing, just not my tablet. My tablet updated and it was dumb. There's no anything for good long-term hold. Those are what I was thinking so far. Okay, long-term hold. Yeah, like he was. Who said it before? My thing. Took a picture on my camera phone. Like Pooski said before, I've been buying the Mighty sets since your poll, and considering it's the biggest marketing tool that Marvel uses, seems to be a smart move. Yeah. I'm very bullish on the Mighties. Now, and the reason is because they have so many first appearances. And you just... With the first appearances, there has to be a reason for that. And again, I'm not saying that there's going to be a game. I don't think that there will be. I think that you'll be able to use all of your skins. Like if you have... whether it's Alligator Loki, or you have Secret Rare Spider-Man, or you have whatever, like, you'll be able to probably use, like, if you have the NFT, you'll be able to use the skin for free. In that particular, in the Veveverse. I don't think they're going to come out with the new Marvel Mighty game. There's not enough of them. You can't get mass adoption when you only have, like 100,000, a couple 100,000 of those characters. You just can't. If you want mass adoption, you need like millions, tens of millions. So like I said, again, the Marvel Mighties have what, like maybe 200,000, not even all of them in between. It's definitely over 100,000, but it's just not enough for that mass adoption, for a game. So, but I would think that, you can play all the mini games that they have in the Veveverse. You'll be able to play with the skins of whoever you have on the app, because we do have millions of tokens on the app. But again, Mighties have these first appearances, and I'm really, really bullish on that. I think that a lot of the posters are undervalued. Again, posters do not do well on Veve. They are almost a guaranteed way to lose money if you get them off the drop. Most of them. But people love posters, and when we have houses in the Veveverse, my wall's looking a little flat. What should I get? Yeah, those are pretty. And season 1 sub 100s. Season 1 sub 100s are pretty much almost non-existent, and just season 1 in general. Yeah, season 1. Dav Jedi says Bow looks impressive though. 4,000 it does. I think the biggest super chat I ever got was, I think, like 300 or 500. I have seen super chats go up to like 1,000, I think. But yeah, that. Big A says 550 for Golden Moment. R2 maybe also. Yeah, he's good as well. I like him. But Gardner says, I bought a Shuri 980-ish for the number that shouldn't exist. Only supposed to be 272. I mean, they made a bunch of them, but they burned a bunch. How many did they burn? I think you should be able to tell, actually. Let's see how many. Again, I think you should be able to tell how many were burned. There were 1,063 that were made. 90 were burned, so you have actually 973. But there's somebody that I know that has edition number 1,000 something. They just burned 90 random ones. Yeah. Bill Garner says, nice, got a rare on the drop. Love those 2 MCP points per rare comic. Astrid says, grabbed 1975, first appearance of Ben Reilly for 5 gems. That's amazing. Yeah, love Ben Reilly. Astrid says, common, nice. Dive says, did my gym set already today? Chest and abs. Let's go, Randy. Get that bread. I did chest yesterday, and feeling pretty good. I did 5 exercises for it, so and I feel not terrible. So we'll see. I need to hit some pants. What workout pants should I? Owie. Okay, all right. I'm looking fat in my Marvel shirt. Today's a leg day, so I guess deadlifts, leg press. I'm not gonna lie, I can't do really a lot of squats. It has to be super low weight. But leg press, deadlifts, the bars, or the things where you're just like, your legs are in like a stirrup, and then the opposite, I think those are pretty good for hip flexors. I jumped rope this morning, so there's, some calves and cardio. I'll do a little bit of calf raises at the gym, and then some abs as well. Chasm is Ben Reilly. How much do you leg press? I probably could do 3 plates each side, but my legs are very small and weak. And it's not because I don't work them out. I work them out all the time. It's just legs is genetics. Knight Rider says, Randy, would you, for the long term, rather buy 1 Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare or buy 2 Ultra Rares from the Cartoon Network sets, Adventure Time, and complete with 2 Cartoon Network sets of Adventure Time and complete with both sets? That's what I would do. Dive Jet, I used to leg press 1,200 pounds. That is bananas. I don't think I've ever been able to do even half of that. Yeah. Again, legs small and weak. That's it for me. Thank you guys for the super chats. I have heartburn. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do the stream, and then I'm going to do the podcast. I've been doing, on average, 3 videos a day. Hit the ground running. Very tired. All right, mum's the word. Gotta go. Bye. Meow. Meow, meow. Cheers, mates. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.